Hello everyone, my name is Leo and today I will be doing a video tutorial on how to use Ventrilo. So the first thing you need to do is go to the website. So I'm going to type in Ventrilo in Google. And then from the website you'll go to the download section. And now what you need to actually use this program is the client. So depending on which type of Windows you're using, or if you're using a Mac, you would download whichever version you need. So I'm using a 64-bit Windows, so I'm going to click that one. And there it goes, it's downloading. Ventrilo usually does not take a long time to download. It's a fairly small program, so almost everyone watching this video should be able to run it no problem. And this is where you would choose where you want to install it. The default is in the program files, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Alright, so while it installs, I should probably say that before you actually get the client, what you want to do is get the information for the server that you want to connect to. Yeah, you'll see later in the video how you need to put in that information for whichever server you need. So there we go. It's downloaded, and there it is. I'm going to double click it, and this is it. This is how small of a client it is. So the first thing you want to do is hit this little arrow right here next to username. I'm going to hit new, and under name I'm going to put in student1. There are these other things you can do right here, like you can set up a phonetic pronunciation of your name, and that's how the server will pronounce your name whenever you join the server. You can also set up a description and whatever this is, but you don't really need any of this stuff, so I'm just going to skip it for now. And right here next to server you click the little arrow, and this is where you put in the information for the server that you want to connect to. So I'm going to hit new, and for name I'm just going to put test server. Click OK. And for the purpose of this video I'm running my own server just so I can show you guys how it works. So I'm going to put in the IP address of the server. I'm going to leave the port the same, and I currently don't have a password, so I'm going to leave that blank. There are these other options here that you don't really need to worry about. It'll run perfectly fine with all these checked. So I'm going to click OK. And then it says the server is available, so I can connect to it. But before I do that, I'm going to click Setup. And this is where you determine what key you press to start recording your voice and a few other features like that. So right now I'm going to change it from the keyboard left control to the tilde key, which Ventrilo recognizes as keyboard grave. So now whenever I press that key, it'll start recording my voice and it'll broadcast it to everyone else in the server. A few other things you can do is if you uncheck this push to talk hotkey, then now every time your microphone hears you speaking, it'll automatically start recording and broadcasting it. A lot of people don't really like this because like let's say you get a phone call and you're talking to someone, it can be really pretty distracting to other people in the server. So normally you would want to keep this on so you can only talk when you actually have something to say, stuff like that. This is where you would set your speakers. I have it set to default. Same thing with input. You set your microphone, default should be okay. You have amplifiers down here, so you have outbound, which will show it determines how other people hear you speak, so you can lower that or raise that. Same thing with inbound. This is how you hear other people speaking to you. You can lower that or raise that as well. There are a bunch of other settings, but you can leave those all the same. This will work perfect just the way it is. So now I'm going to connect to the server. So hit connect, and as you can see I've joined the server. When I hit the tilde key, which is what I changed in the setup, you can see that the red speaker turns to a green speaker, and that just shows that when I press that, I'm being recorded and other people in the server can hear me speak. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a good time enjoying Ventrilo.